Hello everyone, my name's Danielle, I'm a writer, I'm a student, and this week, we are going to be following a week in my life as a community college student, commuting student. You can follow a day of my life. And today is Sunday. It is currently noon. I woke up stupid late, ate breakfast. I need to tidy up my room. While I am doing that, I'm going to be multitasking. I'm going to be listening to Jane Eyre, which is a book that I have to read for school. After that, I am going to be doing some last minute prep for our D&D session that is in like 3 hours. Got a lot to do. Okay, let's go. I don't want to waste any more time. Okay, update. I have been doing not necessarily homework, but admin work, like scheduling appointments. Oh my goodness, canceling appointments, trying to get all of my papers due for taxes. I'm having the time of my life. I have exactly 1 hour to prep for next session. So let's get started. I don't want to waste any more time. And we left off with you guys entering the little lecture room, and your favorite professor, Professor Vilnius, comes up from behind a podium and says, "Hello, welcome to class."
We're in the wrong classroom. Come on, guys. Get
Okay.
Guys, we should turn right back around.
Oh no, I can't have you doing that right
What?
now. Did you
Why?
tell we have a pop quiz today?
Oh,
No, we're in the
Lord.
wrong classroom, sir. We should take a bathroom break before we start the quiz.
Yeah, we all need to use it right now.
Well, the quiz shouldn't take long, actually. You guys can
I
wait.
have a medical note.
Outside of character, everyone, can you please get your phone, your tablet, your computer, and put in a Kahoot code?
Let's go.
Oh, shit!
What is Irina's class?
A high one.
Who got Warlock?
Let's go.
Bella!
So I did not finish all of my Jane Eyre reading. So what I'm going to do, I'm in my car right now, obviously. What I'm going to do is listen to the Jane Eyre audiobook while I'm driving. Hopefully I can make it to chapter 10. Maybe, hopefully. We'll see. I got to school with 2 minutes to spare. Anyway, cheers. It's horrific library lighting, so it's not enough time for me to justify going back home. And I like doing my homework on campus, so during like appointments, health appointments that are online, I will usually just like rent out a study room. And the walls are pretty thick enough. I haven't heard any other people's conversations, and I don't think they can hear mine. So I finished my bio lecture from 10 to 12, and then I went to office hours from 12 to 1:30-ish. Now my appointment starts at 2 p.m. So I RSVP'd this room, and I'm just going to take my, I'm just gonna do my therapy in here. Hopefully I can eat lunch before then, so.
Chad, don't worry. Don't worry, Chad.
I just finished my therapy session, and it is currently 3 p.m. I need to quickly try and edit a video for YouTube that is going to be published hopefully in like exactly 2 hours, which I don't think is going to happen because it's a very long video. It's my study session video, and I need to do that. I chose to do the study session video because I obviously don't have a lot of time this week to film and edit like a real video. It is a real video, a more scripty video. So I'm trying to get that done. It might take like 6 hours for it to upload because it's a long video, but we're gonna try our best. For sure it should be uploaded today, if not by 5 p.m. exactly, but I am rushing, as you can see. Let us continue to try and get this video on YouTube. Woo! Okay, so I just finished editing the video. It didn't take that long, but currently it's uploading and that's going to take the longest time. So while that is uploading, I am going to listen to Jane Eyre. I know that I wanted to finish to chapter 10 last night. I did not. I think I got to chapter 7 or 8. I'm not quite sure. Nonetheless, I have a lot of reading to get done and I don't want to waste any more time. Okay, let's go. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's like 6 p.m. I could go to the common room, but by the time I get there and all settled, it's gonna close anyway. It's gonna be one of my favorite things about going to a university is that the library is gonna be open 24/7 instead of just fucking close at 6. And everyone's classes ends at 3. You expect everyone to finish their homework in 3 hours. I'm not in the best mood. Because I tried uploading my video. I thought I would have scraped by, but for some reason... I downloaded it, I finished editing it, I finished editing it, and then I downloaded it. It was an hour and a half long video, which to be fair isn't that long. I think I've made longer videos than that, but every time I tried to upload it to YouTube, it just cut off to exactly 5 minutes and 34 seconds, and I'm like, okay, I need to go home because I have homework. What am I gonna eat for dinner? I really don't want to spend money on dinner, but then if I don't want to spend money on dinner, that means I have to go to the grocery store, but I can't afford to go to the grocery store because I have too much work. And how do I find time to go to the grocery store and cook and meal plan? Additionally, how do I find the money to go to the grocery store if I have too much homework that I can't get a job? I haven't been to the gym in months. Oh, fuck me. And I'm gonna bomb my exam tomorrow? I can't study for the exam. Still have like 3 hours left of English reading, and then I have like 2 hours of, at least 3 hours of Spanish work. But if I take the L on the bio exam, it's not as bad, I guess, because it's a gen ed requirement and it's only 1 credit. The thing is though that like it's my last, I can't not afford to pass. But then the professor, sweet man, he lets you pass if you get a 65. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to get a 65 on the exam. What do? Do I pull an all-nighter? All-nighters are fucking stupid, especially when it comes to last-minute studying for an exam. The thing is, I don't even know if it's going to be worth it. Additionally, I might just have to pull an all-nighter just to do my Spanish homework, which means I might not even have time to do anything for my bio exam. Then it's the first exam of the class, and then if I bomb it, then my rest of the next few months are just going to be me trying to bring that back up again. And I feel like I'm just... And it's not like I don't spend enough time doing homework. I do. I spend a lot of time doing my classwork. Things that I have to do to take care of my health in order to do well in school. Like, I can't afford to have all-nighters all the time. I've done that before. It doesn't work. Don't have time to cook or go to the grocery store. So I guess we're eating junk food today, which is also gonna make me feel sluggish while I'm studying. You just manage your time better. Shut the fuck up. I love life.
Que quizás algunos, pues, creo que sí que lo han aprendido, lo han visto antes.
So today I'm eating outside, and for lunch I just had the leftovers from the dinner last night. I have my bio exam in the afternoon, which I was stressing about earlier, or yesterday, I guess, and I kind of accepted my fate. I'm at a point where I know I'm not gonna do the best, but there's also nothing that I can do to reverse time and study for it beforehand. And I'm just gonna sit here, try to enjoy my lunch, and try not to think too much about the fact that I'm not gonna do well in my exam. Fine, it's fine, you're fine, I'm fine. So some lady just came up to me and was like, do you want to believe in Jesus Christ? And me, a full-ass Christian, said, no thank you. I feel like there's a story about this guy named Peter. Ugh, I just don't want to listen to, like, proselytizers when I'm trying to enjoy my lunch. I'm just trying to cram for my bio exam, some good old religious guilt to top into this fantastic week I'm having. I'm home. I feel like poop. That was a week in the life video, they said. You can show how aesthetic your life is, they said. My life is not. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. But, I know I don't want to film. Because I want to have me time so I can sit alone with my thoughts. And also I don't want to broadcast me having a bad day. That doesn't seem productive for either one of us.
I'm wondering if me filming myself this week is even really a good idea. Can't sleep right now. It's like 3 a.m. I have class in a few hours. And I didn't study for a quiz. And I know I bombed my exam the other day. And my final project, I got like a C. Fuck. And then my poli-sci grade went down by like a whole letter grade. While I am all for mental health awareness, I also personally don't want to air my dirty laundry out on the internet for everyone to see, just because I like having some modicum of privacy. I do make YouTube videos and stuff. I am generally a very private person. I also don't know if it's like ethical, I guess, not necessarily good, but like actually like morally good or ethical or even like morally neutral for me to be sharing my struggles. Because on one hand I understand that like I watch YouTubers and like read blogs or whatever of people sharing their struggles and it's helped me relate to them, but there's also a line of oversharing and romanticization of mental health struggles, and I don't want to be that, and I don't know where the line is. Is the line that in order for it to not be romanticization, you have to show the bad parts of it, but then if you're just showing the bad parts of it, wouldn't that just be trauma dumping? I know that if you're in bed too long and you can't sleep, you should like get up and do something else. Something I could think of that I want to do that would help me get to sleep is just study. But if I study, I know that I'm not going to sleep for like another hour. I should just do that so then I can study for an hour and get like a few hours of sleep rather than just thinking about studying and then not doing any studying and then just playing an all-nighter and I go to the quiz unprepared anyway. It's like 3 a.m. I think, or 4. I'm not quite sure. Good night or good morning. Yeah, whatever. I studied for my quiz, feel a little bit prepared. I have an interview this afternoon. I was thinking that I would need to put on makeup, but it's online. I don't think I really need to put like my full face on. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was thinking of going to the gym, but I've never been to the gym in LA, so I need to sign up for a free trial. There's a gym that I was looking at that I wanted to go to. There's a few, but I wanted to use up like the 7-day free trial at a couple because one, it's cheaper, and then it will also so that I can actually like choose a gym that I really like. Is this cinematography? Am I getting better at it? So I tinted my brows. Okay, off to school. It's so nice out. It was raining earlier this morning, but I thought it was gonna rain all day, but it's fine now, and it's so sunny. So I have a study room, or I don't want this table. There's chewed up gum on here. That's disgusting. But yes, I have an interview at 2 p.m. It's currently 12, but the interview is going to be on Zoom. So I think I'll be fine with not having to put on a lot of makeup. I am wearing a professional-ish shirt under my rain jacket. Anyway, so you know how last night at like 2 a.m. I was studying for my quiz today? Turns out I just took that quiz and I did okay, I think. Problem is though that I think I studied for the wrong quiz. I mean, like, I studied for the wrong chapter. So I could be upset over that, but honestly, the weather is great. That's all that matters. And I get to eat now. My dad, he made me rice and giniling. Also have blackberries, but I put the blackberries in a Tupperware and I almost microwaved the blackberries. Good thing I didn't, because that would be weird. Update. Changed my mind. I'm gonna go home now. And I still have my interview in a couple hours, but the reason why I'm going home now is because right after the interview, I want to be able to go to the gym right after, and I need to go home to change. Daddy, can you kill the bug in the bathroom? Gross. So I finished the job interview, and I don't think I'm gonna take the job because I wasn't even halfway through the interview, and then they offered the job to me. And like, one, I'm not the best interviewer in the entire world, so I'm not someone that like gets the job on the spot. And also, like, the responsibilities that I would have had requires a lot more vetting than like 10 minutes. So to me, it just seems like a red flag. Like, I understand like you're desperate for employees, but not that desperate. Makes me think that the job is like way more difficult than it should be, and there's a reason why people aren't doing it. So I'm not gonna take the job. Why is the onigiri so expensive? My uncle owns that brand. So that was a bus. Turns out that the gym I go to, it is very, very affordable and not that busy compared to like other LA gyms, but you had to commit to signing up for a whole year. And I only need to go to the gym for like a couple months before I go back to San Bernardino. So I don't want to toss that much money piss into the wind. Ugh, that sucked. But the lady there was like really understanding about it. Thankfully, she wasn't like a pushy salesperson. After that, I went to Seafood City, and then I was like, oh, I want to make onigiri. Let me see their seaweed. And it should be cheaper because it's an Asian market, obviously. It's like $12 for 10 sheets. Are you kidding me? I was flabbergasted. That's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I get it, it's more practical, but by that much? Anyway, so then I went to Dollar King, and it's like, oh, I need to get a couple like cleaning stuff. But then I'm like, ugh, I don't want to buy the cleaning stuff here because I don't know if it's good, and I have brand loyalty to to cleaning products, especially after working in a car wash for so long. I feel like I know what products work really well and what don't, and I don't think they work very well, the ones that I was looking at the store. And then I left, and I'm like, oh, well, I might as well go to Target, because when I was trying to put on workout clothes today, I thought I was going to be able to work out today. When I put on workout clothes today, I realized that I only had 2 pairs of workout pants, one of which had a massive hole in the crotch. So I'm going to need to mend that. But
I'm wearing workout pants right now, and it's fine. It does the job. You can't really go wrong with workout pants. But the thing is that I need more than one, because if I am going to be going to the gym, I'm going to be going 3 to 4 days at least. And I don't re-wear workout clothes after I work out, because that's weird, because you just sweat in them and you did a lot of sweat. I mean, I don't have body odor. Fun fact, a lot of East Asian people don't have body odor. It's like a genetic thing. And then I went into Target and I'm like, okay, let me go see the workout pants. But then I walked into Target and then I got overwhelmed. They're pretty light. And I'm like, oh, let me go see what other clothes they have that isn't workout pants. And then I went to go see the other clothes and I'm like, oh, this is so pretty. But then I didn't even look at the price, because Target prices tend to be, albeit very affordable, because when I do buy clothes from Target, I wear them for years. But I was just looking and I'm like, I didn't find anything that I really liked anyway. And the things that I did find that I did like, I'm like, I don't want to spend my money on it, and plus I can't really afford to spend my money on it. That's a whole other thing. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'm like walking around, I'm like, oh, when I was going up the escalator to the upper floor, I saw that there was like a grocery section there had plant-based food. I'm like, oh, I want to see what other plant-based food. Not that I'm going to go grocery shopping anytime soon. Well, not today at least, or I was going to go tomorrow. But then when I went to go see the plant-based food, I'm seeing like, oh, it only had plant-based milk. And I'm like, why are there only plant-based milk? That's so weird. Then I went on looking, and then I saw that they actually did have plant-based frozen food, and I'm like, wow. And their plant-based frozen food is very impressive. At least compared to my small town, when I try to eat less meat, not be vegetarian, but just eat less meat in general and cook with less meat. So then I'm like, oh, okay, let me go look. And then I was looking and I'm like, oh, this is really cool. And then now I'm thinking, okay, so when I go home, I'm gonna compare the prices to Aldi, to Target, and I don't know which one's gonna be better, because Target does have more vegetarian options, but Aldi is cheaper. But the thing is, Aldi is like, is it going to be worth it going to Aldi because I have to pay more in gas? Speaking of, I still need to get gas. I'm running low, but I think I'm going to get that tomorrow when I go to Aldi tomorrow, because I'm just going to be there anyway. And hopefully they'll have more options for cheaper gas, because gas here is like $4.50 at least if you're paying with card. And I'm like, that kind of sucks, but it's kind of expected. Anyway, so I'm at Target and I'm looking at all the plant-based food and I'm like, oh wow, this is so cool. I'm just gonna walk away, and I'm wandering around not looking for anything. And I looked at the alcohol and I'm like, oh, what alcohol is there? And then I saw a couple things that I wanted to try, but I'm like, I'm not gonna get alcohol because I have school tomorrow and I'm a horrific lightweight. And I'm like, oh, okay, let me go. And then I started getting really overwhelmed because it was really loud, and I put on my headphones and then I started walking around a bit, and then that didn't really help, because although I wasn't hearing stuff, there was too many colors. And then I eventually left and didn't buy anything because I knew that I was getting sensory overload, and then if I spent too much time in there, I would just end up buying stuff that I didn't need or even really want later on, just because that's how my brain works. And then I left. And now I'm here. I really don't want to just like throw in the towel and be like, it makes more sense for me to just not go to the gym for a couple of weeks. I was like, oh, why don't you just work out at home? But I literally don't have any space to work out at home. I don't even have space to like put out my yoga mat without bumping into furniture and stuff, just because we're really cramped in the apartment, which I don't mind, because I'm never going to complain about having a free place to live. Never, ever, ever. I appreciate that. I always will. But that does mean that I need to spend money in other categories of my life, specifically a gym, because then I don't have space to work out, and I'm like, ugh, I'm gonna do.
I can't sleep again.
Okay, so currently I just finished Spanish class. I woke up late. I was supposed to do it. I was supposed to go into a study room at the library because I had an appointment right after that was on campus. I did not. I woke up late because I stayed up late. So now it is currently like 11. It's like 11:45. I have to be there by 15 minutes ago, or right now. And I'm not. So currently I am driving to campus. Well, hopefully I'll be there by 12. I doubt it. Either way, I usually am not like, I don't think that being late is a crime against humanity. However, it does not bode well when it's my first impression for another club. That it doesn't bode well that it's my first impression for another club. I'm not in that club, but I am with like a DSPS, like Disabled Student Activism whatever club, and we were supposed to like collaborate with them on an event. And if I'm the only one going, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one going to talk to like the people there, is it doesn't bode well when their first impression one of the people in charge is late. But you know what, I can't change it. I'm just gonna drive safely as I can. Obviously, I'm not gonna speed and be a monster on the road. So nothing I can do. Just keep on going. So after this, if I finish before, what is it, 3, I am hoping to tour a different gym. It's they said that it's like online, they advertise themselves. One of the people, the president, they put their stuff in the study room here that we were reserving, and now all of our stuff is gone, or his stuff is gone. So it might have been stolen. Hopefully not. I thought Week in the Life videos were supposed to be like super aesthetic and calming, and like, oh my gosh, this is what I did. We have nice chai, coffee, and stuff. Like, it's a whole thing. But now, instead, we are dealing with stolen stuff and running late to things and barely making on time and things running late. Okay, so I just finished the club meeting. Turns out it wasn't really, it was more so people just hanging out. Like, we were playing Jenga, we were talking about video games, etc. Not so much about, like, club thing, but I think that's because the advisor wasn't there because she had to go to another event. So they invited me out to a hike on Sunday, and I'm tempted to go because I don't have many like in-person friends in LA. So, but I had tutoring on Sunday, but I don't even know, I think it's gonna rain on Sunday, so if that happens, the hike is gonna get canceled. Anyway, I appreciate the invite. I'm gonna have to tweak my schedule, maybe see if I can reschedule my tutoring that day, but we shall see. Anyway, so I don't want to waste any more time. It's currently 2. I want to go to the new gym that I wanted to tour. So like I said, they advertise themselves as an LGBT friendly gym, which I still don't really understand because yeah, all gyms should be LGBT friendly. It's like advertising your gym as a gym because it's a gym. Anyway. And this isn't me trying to be like woke. I just don't understand. Anyway, we will see how that works. Hopefully it's not that busy. It's a pretty affordable gym. It's like it's one of the cheaper gyms in LA, which is still very expensive. But hopefully I can go. Okay, I'm gonna go before they close because okay, so eventually someone came up. It only took like a few minutes, wasn't that big of a deal. I was just kind of standing there awkwardly. But anyway, so I toured the place. It's pretty small, but honestly I don't mind that because it has everything you need. And it's right now it's like peak hours, not peak hours. It's like 2, 3, and it's like not that busy. I mean, if I went in the morning, it would not be that bad, and the price for LA pricing isn't that bad too. Funnily enough, I asked for like I like the place, I like the vibe, despite it being like a LGBT friendly, everyone's welcome gym. It wasn't like Planet Fitness, everyone is welcome. So funnily enough, I was asking them, I was like, hey, do you have like a pamphlet or something I can look you guys up online or anything? And they're like, oh crap, no, the only one we have is in Spanish. Guess who knows Spanish? And yeah, I really like the place. So I think I'm gonna go home. I need to go to the grocery store, but I forgot to bring my headphones and grocery bags to go to the grocery store. So I was originally looking for Tender is the Flesh in the original Spanish, but I couldn't find it here last night. And I don't know where it is. Okay, so the plan for today, I slept in until like noon, like 11, and it was fantastic, especially with how interesting the week has gone. Nonetheless, sleeping in was great, but I still have to do homework, but I really don't want to do it, but I really should. And then okay, I'm just gonna sit my butt down and do it right now. But anyway, after that, I have to go to Starbucks because, funnily enough, when I went to Barnes and Noble at the Americana last night, someone saw me, and then we just started talking, and she seemed nice, and then we just planned to meet up at Starbucks.
Next stop is Chevy Chase at Carlton. Stop requested.
Also, another update, the Starbucks hangout that I went to. So it was fine, you know, we were talking, and I thought it was just gonna be like a friend hangout. She started asking me these like questions like, how are you with your, like, how satisfied are you with the money you're making right now? How are you with achieving your career goals, etc., etc.? And I was like, oh, this is a LA networking thing. And I just assumed that it was an LA networking thing because although I grew up in LA, I grew up as a kid. I've never worked here. So I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And let me just like reformat my brain real quick. And then she started asking me like, how close are you on a scale from 1 to 10 of achieving financial freedom? And that was when I was like, oh. And she started asking me like, how much do you want to achieve financial freedom? How hard are you willing to work for it? And I'm like, pretty hard, I guess. I mean, financial freedom is way far off in my future, but thank you so much. She was so sweet too. But like the thing was that eventually she was like, you know, I want to get you in contact with my mentor, but this mentor only accepts like 1 in 10 people that they might take under their wing. And then she said like, oh, and then they're in the top 1%. And I'm like, okay, no. Like people who earn like 500K aren't even in the top 1%, but whatever. So I was like, okay, let me, like, in my head, I'm like, this is a scam. But I'm curious. I want to see how far she'll be willing to go. And then she gave me this book called like Who Stole My Cheese, I think. It's like a kid's book. It's like a chapter kid's book. And apparently I looked it up and then I saw like a Reddit posting that had the who stole or who took my cheese or whatever, and then it had a bunch of the same exact questions that she asked, and turns out that it was an MLM thing for Amway. So now I'm in a conundrum because I don't want to talk to them again. You know, she was very sweet, nothing against her. I just don't think that MLMs are very legit. And and now I'm in a conundrum because I don't want to talk to them again. But I had to return the book. So now I'm in a conundrum. If anyone has any suggestions for what I should do, it would be greatly appreciated. This is not the anime plot twist that I expected. I missed a couple of the character arcs that were happening, but you know what? I'm down for the ride. Hello everyone, it is currently Saturday, and I spent the morning pretty much, I feel like the day's kind of over already. It's currently, what, 3:30? And I just spent the whole day just chilling with my dad, running errands. It was fine. And I don't want to film my family because that's weird. Anyway, so currently I am at the new gym that I toured yesterday. I signed up for like a free trial thing. We'll see how it goes. The only thing that I don't like about this gym is that the parking is difficult, but I feel like that's just any LA gym. Like you gotta put up with it. It is what it is. Hopefully it's not too busy. I think it is going to be busy, but I'll be fine. Any gym is going to be busy at this time of day. So, currently, yeah, it is 3:30. And then after this, I am probably just going to go home and do some reading. My life is super exciting. Hello. So, I just finished my gym. It was just a strength day. And I do feel disgusting if I don't take a shower the very second after I get home from the gym. So I forgot to film an outro, but thank you guys so much for watching my week in my life video, despite how weird it was. I didn't do that well in school, which was kind of the whole point of this video, and then I got accepted a job interview way too easily, and then I also got semi-sucked into an MLM scheme thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that still. Nonetheless, and thank you guys so much for watching me. If you guys wanted to continue to watch me, I'm trying to post new videos every Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I would greatly appreciate it if you clicked on my face and subscribe, and all of my socials are down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Okay,